This meeting is being recorded.
Okay, well, thanks everyone for joining us. Happy to be here from right up there, Nancy, on the middle, up in Canada, Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, which is the center of North America. It's interesting. There's actually a road marking on the highway that says the center of North America, where we drive by when we go to our lake home every day. It's quite amazing. Nancy, my wife, and I, she just had a birthday yesterday, so she said, "I'm not sure I can jump on because that was a fun party you had."
Crazy Tuesday.
crazy Tuesday. But folks, we're in for a treat tonight. We're going to share some insights into Collect Direct. Share some of the finished videos that are finally completed. Talk a little bit more about the actual final pieces of the compensation plan. But most importantly, we want to show you the website. We want to show you the active shopping website. Let you see how search works, and let Dave, who's been just working like crazy around the clock putting this together, tell you a little bit about his vision of that search and where it's going to go and the amount of items that'll be available to all of you to promote with your point clicking and sharing around the globe eventually. So Dave, I know you're there with me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen, open up with our little video, and then those of you that are really have never seen anything about this before, I promise you'll get a good picture tonight. Stay on to the end. We're going to show you as much as we can, so that when you leave here this evening, you can make an educated decision on if you're in the right place at the right time, which, for many people, we believe this is by far one of the greatest home-based business opportunities ever that we've seen. So let me just do this for all of you to get your head around this concept that you're seeing tonight for some of you, possibly for the first time. So hopefully you can see that, Dave. You can see that screen right there?
Yeah.
So listen, folks, there's a lot of companies out there that talk about the home-based business revolution. There's a lot of companies that say they have the greatest home-based business. But here's the challenge in the world of home-based businesses. Most are competing with another home-based business that's saying the same thing. And when you think about that, Dave had a vision many, many years ago to be the one and only company that could say, hey, listen, what if you could take the collectible industry, the collecting market, the massive multi-billion-dollar market, which eBay and other companies have promoted for years by selling auction items, and go to the next level by saying, let's create a company. So here's what you're about to see tonight.
Welcome to Collect Direct. Are you ready to connect your past to your future? For over 40 years, Collect Direct has collected thousands of unique items, from sports memorabilia, comic books, toys, coins, stamps, and much more. The world of collectibles is massive today, and they all have a value of some sort. And now this collection is available to the public to not only purchase, but an opportunity for you to cash in on rewards when others purchase items from our collection. From our website, you'll be able to type in and search for an item to connect you to your past. Maybe it's Bozo the Clown, or Gumby, or your favorite hockey player. You'll be able to find those memorabilia pieces on our website. The beautiful thing is you'll be able to point, click, and share them with other people too. It all starts with our $9.98 membership plan. You'll select the categories you are interested in, then you can point, click, and share the item with others. If they choose to participate, they can join your team. It's like operating a retail store out of your home, your computer, and phone. Share the website with others, and if they purchase an item, you get paid. Retail rewards range from $5 to $200. This is a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week business where you can share hundreds of thousands of products. So don't miss out on those items from your past and start sharing today.
So we are so excited that we've got that ability to share that quality of a video with you, because the team that Dave's put together has just been phenomenal. They're in the background doing so much for all of us that, when we start showing that quality, it opens up a lot of people's eyes, because we're not promoting one particular area of promotion or another. We're talking about retail rewards, which, as we've noticed in our research and all of the legal work that Dave's done, it's so compliant worldwide, because that's the business we're in. We're in the business of sharing products that Dave has amassed in these warehouses. And we're going to search some of them right now, Dave. So maybe I'll let you just say a few things. Hopefully you can see me right now, and I've stopped sharing my screen just to make sure. Is that okay? Yes?
Yeah, I can see you.
Good, perfectly. Let's introduce you. So folks, this is Dave Jordan, CEO, owner of Collect Direct, a visionary. Dave, back in 1998, you had this idea, and it's all coming together now, my friend. And for the last 6 months, you've been working timeless hours from 4:30 in the morning and going to bed early to get back up and be at work at 4:30 to do what you're doing. So Dave, without any further ado, tell us a little about what your vision is here. And then I'm going to go to the screen and start sharing the actual shopping cart. So go ahead, my friend.
Thanks, Don. And thank you for everybody on here. I've waited for this. I mean, this is something I've planned for 40 years. And, my little brother's on here. He knows, we grew up together. He's 2 years younger than me. Pretty much every time I bought a collection when I lived in Grand Forks, he was with me. So he knows what this is, and he knows where we're going with this. But Don, for the last year, I get up at 3 a.m. and I usually work till about 5 p.m, and the whole thing is to bring this to the masses, to bring this to the people, to bring this to, my ultimate goal. My goal was basically, in 1998 to be the first company to do this. And I was like 28 years old or whatever. And, we started a company back then called 21st Century Collectibles, and Beanie Babies hit. And the next thing you know, it just, everybody wanted them. You couldn't get them. And it just destroyed the company because of my COO that basically said, let's get Beanie Babies. I said, we don't need them. And there we go. But anyway, it led to this. Some of these items in this mall that you're going to show are from 21st Century Collectibles. That's the beautiful thing about the collectible industry. You put it away, you forget about it. The next thing you know, like your Ovechkin rookie that you bought your son, that, you bring it out, you're saying, wow, that's something I put away. And, the next thing you know, it's like, but anyway, you know me, I'm squeaky clean when it comes to doing things. And 2 days ago, I'm on one of my legal guys, the FTC, a legal representative to make sure that what we're doing now that we're ready to launch is all good. And I had to lay it all out. And I had to tell him what we're doing. And he just basically said, Don, this is the perfect product in a perfect industry at a perfect time. And he goes, this is not a front end load product. This is a collectible. You can't front end load a collectible. This is something that people buy because they want it, because they collect it. And then he explained to me what front end loading was and this and that. And it eased my mind. It eased my mind with a lot of different things. But my thing is, Don, for the last 2 weeks, I remember, I'm not going to throw you under the bus on here, but I remember about 2 weeks ago when I told you when Chris got the back office set up, I said, Don, I'm going to load 1,000 items a week. And you literally told me, Dave, no, I didn't say it like that. I said, I'm going to load 250,000 items a week. And you looked at me and you said, there's just no possible way that any one person could load 250,000 items in a week, because you didn't understand it. But then you understood that when I loaded an item, that there's 50 of that item, or there's 10 of that item, or there's 20 of that item, or there's 100 of that item, or there's 5,000 of that item. So, Don, we have loaded millions and millions and millions of dollars in Collect Direct. And I know that kind of opened up your window to say, hey, you know what? This is real. This is worth millions of dollars. This could be something that could turn on and people could say, you know what? Maybe this guy can keep up with the growth. Maybe this guy can make it happen. And that is what we're doing. So what I want you to do, Don, is show people what they're going to be looking at here in the next 7 days, because we're launching this company I only have my watch on. I'm looking and I'm saying, this could launch tomorrow. I'm waiting for 2 things done. I'm waiting for clearance from my one advisor that says everything's good, everything's ready to go, everything's clean, and we're 98% there. So we, and then of course our coders running the system tonight, Don, they're actually testing it tomorrow. They're running credit cards, they're running the system to make sure everything's going to kick. And then, like I said, by Monday, this could be a launch. I mean, I'm being honest with you. I'm not going to lie to you. My wife's birthday is on the 20th of this month. My birthday's on the 13th of July. I want my launch of this company to be where it was supposed to be in my last company, July 13th, 2014, right? But we're going to launch soft for a couple weeks before my birthday. But when my birthday comes, we're launching this company. And it's my goal by that point, and you're going to hear it on you right now, Don. It's my goal at that point by the 13th of July to have 3,000 different SKUs on this website with hundreds of different categories to choose from. If you want Army men, we got plastic Iron Men from the 70s. If you want a Mr. Potato, we got. I mean, I'm just telling you, it isn't just baseball cards. It isn't just it's not. It's everything. So just give it here. You basically pick a category and tell me what you think of what's already loaded on the site.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll play a little game here so they can see what we're doing here. Especially, I want Rick to see it. I wish his son Asher was watching.
I had Mr. Potato Heads when I was a kid. Did you, Nancy?
The old ones are worth a lot of money.
Oh my God. Okay, let's share our screen. So what we're going to do is we're going to take you guys on a little tour of the Collect Direct back office. Dave, just make sure you can see that.
I can see it.
Okay. So folks, when we go into this, you're gonna see a test category right now, but we're actually going to show you the working website complete, ready to go. Okay. This is for everybody that says, hey, what do you guys do? What kind of collections do you have? Well, folks, you're going to see some idea right now of what we have. Dave, what do you got in there right now? 1,500?
1,500. Yep. Different SKUs.
Okay. So let's just, Nancy, pick a category and we're going to search it for somebody.
Montreal.
Okay. If I just said Montreal, the word Montreal, and I went, okay, what could be happening in Montreal? Okay. Well, there's the Montreal Expos, Dave. That was part of a team that, of course, went away. But there's a lot of collectibles from there that people, are hoping that there's a baseball team back there, and this stuff's going to obviously could go up in value even more if the team ever went back into Canada as a Montreal team, right? Guy Lafleur, who just passed away. That's a collecting piece right here.
Yes.
I mean, there's a bunch of stuff, and you're adding all the time to
Yes.
these items from this word I just typed in there, correct?
Yes.
Let's do another one. Let's pick a different word.
Comic books.
Okay, comic books. Let's go. Comic. So, Dave, talk about comic books, because I'm learning more and more that this is just one massive collectible that people are so excited to be involved here with us. Tell us about collectible comic books.
Well, one of my best friends, he's actually was in my wedding. He's probably on this this live. Barry Brandvold owned Collector's Corner. And, I've traded with him, and I never really learned comic books. But over all the years of the collections I bought, including some collections I bought from Barry, comic books have always been in my warehouse. And when I looked at it and I said, if we're going to launch this company and we're going to launch it right, we got to have every category. And we're putting every category out there, Don. We're literally going to be the direct sales Amazon, eBay, Etsy, whatever. It's going to be an assortment that's bigger than some of our competitors, than some of the people out there. I believe that. But comic books are attractive.
2 million plus, right? Is that what you have now? 2.7?
Oh, easily. Semis full. Pallets and pallets and pallets. I mean, and the neat thing about it is the girls that are sorting them, Val and Jessie and Antoinette and Fawn, they don't know nothing about comic books. So I told these gals, I said, put them in stacks of 10, bag them up, seal them so you can't crack them. So when you order comics down, these are unseen by a person that knows nothing about them. So it's like buying a wax pack of comic books. It's like buying a sealed hockey pack looking for Wayne Gretzky. And that's going to be the cool part about our comic books. It's going to be like buying a sealed pack because they don't know nothing about them. I went in there the other day, Don, and I went into where they're sealing them because we have two people counting, sealing. Val and Antoinette, and Fawn pretty much seals them, but Val and Antoinette are counting them. They've been counting comics for 3 weeks, and I don't even know how many pallets they've counted in bags of 10. But I went in there the other day, and I just lifted up a bag of 10, or one of the little things that they're about to seal, and I lifted it up, and there was Spider-Man, and it was an original Spider-Man, like from 1988. And that comic alone on a 10 is probably worth, $20, to where you're paying $29 for 10 of them, So there's a lot of things about the comics because I don't know a lot about them. So I said, well, let's make them a big wax pack. let's make them a big sealed baseball pack. So it's exciting.
So Dave, when we talk about the 279.98 package here, for example, that's our home run collector. And if somebody picks the category comics, you've explained that 150 comic books. Explain what they get then for.
We're going to send them. We're going to send them 10 packs, or we're going to send them 15 packs of 10 in a box.
Random.
And they're going to be taken. So I can't say there's not going to be duplicates because on 150 or two, but they're taken from different pallets. So they're not going to double up. They're not going to, you know what I'm saying? Or we're not going to say that you're not going to get a duplicate or here or there. You might get that, but absolutely not. I mean, it's a great product line.
Yeah. And eventually somebody says, hey, I want to spend $59.98 on comic books. They'll get 30. If they want $29.98, they'll get 10. That's the concept. That's awesome.
Yes.
Let's go to a different category. How about NASCAR? Let's take a look at NASCAR. That's just such a popular category. And you said to me
before you get started with NASCAR, Don, this is the largest collection I have of all my collectibles. Just so you know, I got more NASCAR than any of my. Well, maybe sports cards, maybe more, but this one here. I bought out collections out of Tennessee and that rim there, semis of them. We've got tons of NASCARs, you know?
So when we talk about somebody saying, if I want to type in their Dale Earnhardt Jr., his name and his thing specifically to him, like here, some of them will come up. It's not just NASCAR. You could pick this man, and you've got lots of stuff on Dale Earnhardt as well, right?
Yes. Yeah. Thousands of items that will be loaded over the next year. You'll see 1,000 different items of Dale Earnhardt Sr. and probably 1,000 different items of Junior. But that's the beauty of what we're about to do. I'm telling you, you've seen it, Don. You've been to South Dakota. You've been to my warehouses. But my whole thing is that, I mean, after really starting to list this and look at it and know what it is, you're saying to yourself, how did I accumulate this much stuff? I mean, it's almost impossible, but it's all beautiful. When you open it up out of that ugly box and you take a picture of it, it's actually a pretty, like the Wizard of Oz, Jeff Gordon. That is just a gorgeous card that anybody would put on their desk as a paperweight, especially if they're a fan. And then, oh, by the way, it's a numbered item. It's a collectible. It's something that, it ain't a cup of coffee. It's not a vitamin. It's something that you put in your closet and take it out in a month. There you go. 6 months, 8 months.
I just typed Tom Cruise. I was curious, and sure enough, something from Tom Cruise. So
that's an imported calendar set. So these are calendars. These are 12 different calendars. So each one of these, so they only allowed me to have 2 pictures, so I only put one on there. But these are actually different. On the back of that's a calendar, and that's my wife's favorite actor. So
let's take a look at toys, for example. We could type in there Disney. We could type in Jurassic
anything.
Park,
Yeah.
But I just put the word toys.
Yeah.
And stuff comes. So it's just great. Yo-yos, for God's sakes. What's this? Yo-yo vintage light.
Yeah, little yo-yo, 1986 original box, lights up, got a little lights up. It's pretty cool.
I think that's Ben. That's not muted, by the way. So can you mute yourself, Ben? Hang on, let's try it again. Mute up there. You might have to unmute yourself, Dave. I'm not sure. Okay, keep them going here. So yeah. Okay. There you go. You're good. So, I mean, you got like cereal boxes and glass card sets, and look at all these little. Okay, what were you telling me about this little thing here? This Ever Ready something or other. Yeah, that little necklace right there. It's like from the late 70s, early 80s. But I mean, when I was a little kid, that stuff right there. My mother. That's the kind of stuff that I would get because there's 14 of us. My mom would have a little tree, but here's the thing, Don. We've got pallets of all these different toys that we're opening up and we're looking at, and I'm saying, you know what, I'm going to put one of them under. You know what, I'm going to put one of them on there. And the beautiful thing about it is there might only be 10. There might only be 5. There might be 100. But here's the thing, Don. When one runs out, what do we got? Another one right behind it. So if Ever Ready runs out, we got the Energizer Buddy right behind him. I got pallets of different items like that, Look, I just typed in Pokemon just for the heck of it. So what do you got in Pokemon stuff?
So this little box down here, it's written in Japanese. It's a little spin top. This one right here. We went on eBay. I mean, I looked and looked and looked and looked and looked. It Well, keep going down. It's a yellow box right down in the corner. That one there, it's written in Japanese. And then if you go to the other side of it, that Japanese Pokemon puzzle, those are just extinct. You know, you just don't see them because, you know, they all got ripped open in Japan or whatever. They never made it to the United States. But here's the thing, Don, they're on the site. And when people outside of what we're doing see that kind of stuff on here, they don't even got to be a Collect Direct member. When they see that, they're going to say, okay, I'm going to buy that because he's only got one. Well, when they buy it and it stays up on the website, what does it say? What has he got? 2? What's he got? 3? What's he got? 4? Well, when that runs out, something follows right behind it of that caliber down. So like when that pack runs out, there'll be something almost identical, just like it right behind it, you know?
It's look at I even put this in here earlier on. I was curious. Zoo animals. I went, oh, what the
I'm an animal guy. I've always had these are all imported. Don, these are all from England. These are all imported and they're all hand painted. And this is what you'd see in a classic Beverly Hills hobby shop. That's what you'd see here, you know? And then look at, we've even got cards that are graded at 10. These are very hard to get. You got to go through 100 cards to get 110. And these are graded 10. I figured that people would love these. I mean, this is something that I would buy. If I was a collector, this would be one of the first things I'm going to, because I'm an animal guy. You know, I think you've seen my ark, Don. I got an ark in my upstairs. I call it the world's greatest ark, you know?
Nancy was asking me earlier on about Hulk Hogan. He says, yeah, what's he got in Hulk Hogan?
Tape it in. There's got to be something.
I just put the word Hulk. There you go. What's this? And you got more, don't you?
No, that little Hulk right there for 1995, hey, it's one of the rarest vending toys in the gumball machine in the wrestling. That's the bonus that you got when you're in the gumball machine trying to get them, you know? And they're all the ones that ain't painted. Then there's one that's painted, and that's the one that's the hard one to get, you know?
How about Star Wars? Let's go into Star Wars, Star Trek. What do we got? Oh, look at this. Okay.
Autographed Star Wars, unautographed Star Wars, records from the 70s, 78, 1970s, 45 records sealed, promos. Yeah, and then, Don, I haven't even gotten to the Star Wars palettes. I haven't even started to load Star Wars.
So, Dave, one day somebody will say, my cousin, my friend's in Boston, and he's a crazy Boston Celtics fan, or he's this fan or whatever fan. They're going to be able to go in there and type in the word Boston.
There it is.
And they can make their own collection of what they want to send to their buddy for their
absolutely
home, right?
Yep, team sets, Boston Bruins little mini jerseys. Larry Bird, Boston Celtics, numbered items. Don, I'm just telling you, Don, when this site, we're so premature. When this site is another 3 months of loading, you're going to go on here, and then what you can do is put a couple of the world's greatest sites next to it out on the internet. We'll compete with them, not just with the items, with the prices. We're going to compete with the prices. So we're not some overpriced network marketing company. We're going to actually compete with the prices, you know?
And I just typed in the word Chicago, and so some of the stuff came up from out of Chicago, Cubs and Bulls. And I think I saw that you have an autographed right here. This one, Walter Payton. Now, I noticed the price of $159.98, Dave. Give me the theory on that, just so we know.
Okay, so how we sell something like that is $159.98. It gains the value of Walter, so people can buy that, and it actually counts as a $119.98. You know what I mean? So they can actually get that, but you know, for me to sell it at that cheap of a price, you gain it back with the extra $30 on top of the $19.98. Yeah. Now, there's only going to be probably 200 items like that, Don, but you're going to be able to buy Dale Earnhardt's autograph on here too, who passed away, but it'll be a little bit higher because they're not easy to replace. You know, they're not easy to replace once you sell it, you know?
How about golf? I talk about this Tiger Woods thing here.
Oh, Tiger Woods, that's one of 3,000. I don't even know how many we got in the warehouse. I know the Tiger Tails over here. On that side, that's the complete set of his rookie cards, 30 of them. I know Matt, he's on here, one of my graders. He actually graded me a 10 set out of 800,000 of different Tiger Woods cards. He pulled a 10 set out of it. And I think they had one on eBay for like 20 grand for 30 cards, Don, you know? I mean, it's that kind of stuff. But this stuff here, like Payne Stewart, you know, that he owned Pro Set. but he died in an airplane crash, and that card was made. It was like one of the cards that people looked at and they said, man, why is he on a football card? He died like 2 years after that card was made, you know?
So
Yeah,
I just typed in the word Kiss just for fun. Here's another example. Kiss graded cards from the rock band.
okay, well, he's got something wrong with my search in it because it's showing ET, and that shouldn't be in there.
Yeah.
So-
no, well.
Oh, no,
hey,
oh, yeah, no, it's got Kiss
kissing.
in it. There you go. That's what it is. Okay, I got you.
ET's
You
kissing
put a kiss. Yeah, it's ET getting kissed by what's her name?
Dave,
Yeah,
music, artists, like you got Elvis, you got everything coming here. Like,
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. So folks,
mind on. We haven't even touched 1% of what we're putting on here.
look, and we
not
haven't
even.
we haven't looked at hockey at all, like anything hockey. If we wanted to put in hockey, the word, and start saying, okay, what do we got in hockey? I
And
mean,
look at Bobby Orr Gretzky. There's your boy from Winnipeg.
pucks.
Yeah, those are all the old vending pucks. Those are actually very hard to get, you know?
For fun. So somebody eventually will say, hey, I want a coyote, a flame, a this, and you'll put together a $29 package for your $29 position.
Yes.
That's what's coming.
Yes. Here, look at Don, right in that bottom corner. Look at that one over here. Scroll over, stop right there. Go up a little bit. Right there, stop. 2005. You were at this, Don. This is the one out. Yeah. Ovechkin, Crosby, Malkin, they're all in that book. Now watch this, Don.
So
Don, so watch this. So when the playoff was over, when that tournament was over, I went to the UND front office. I said, what do you guys have left over for programs? Don, I got them all. And you know how rare that program is? Because that's Crosby and Ovechkin in that program. And now they're available on Collect Direct, you know? Brand new program, untouched.
So as you add to your cart, you physically will see what you wanted. So you got I put Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in there. You know, add it up. You go to your checkout. You'll go there and start adding the tax, $5 shipping, of course, whatever the tax side of it is there. So, folks, that's where we're at in terms of the whole effort that Dave has had here for the last 40 years, but for the last 6 months is to get it to this point for you all to see this tonight. It's incredible.
This is so Don. This is like the space shuttle launching in 72 hours. This is that close now. We have just gotten everything approved. Everything's ready to go. Now we're just tinkering with it. Well, you know, because you're doing it with me, but everything is being just totally finalized right now. So we know the system's running and up and going, and it's going to be exciting. I mean, it's going to be exciting. And you know me, Don, if something goes wrong, I'm not launching it. You know, this is my baby. But I think it's going to be ready to go, and everything's looking so good right now to do that, you know?
So Dave, I'm just going to stop my share here, see if I can get this screen to go away. I don't know where I'm going to find that bubble because I'm seeming to be all over the map here. So let me shut that off.
It's gone.
You were gone?
I see you and Nancy. Yeah, it's gone.
Perfect. So guys, I hope you got your head around that. So what I want to do now is Dave, you stay on if you can. Let's bring one of your longest buddies in the industry, Rick Gerald's on. Rick, if you can unmute yourself, it's the first time you've seen that, Rick. So Rick, why don't you unmute yourself? What do you think, my friend, so far from the first time you've seen the actual working shopping cart?
Well, you caught me off guard. I thought I was going a little later, but I've been tinkering around with these metal soldiers.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know anything about these, but I realized that throughout my entire life, I've collected hockey cards, baseball cards, coins, stamps, and you didn't type in stamps or anything. I don't know if you've got any of those on the site, but I'm pretty excited, Don, because here's why. You know, I love all these products. I mean, they get me all excited because I'll be able to collect these things. And here's the most exciting part. I'm going to be able to get my daughter involved, my son involved, their grandparents involved. My wife will be involved. Everybody in this family will be involved with this company in talking to other people about what's going on at Collect Direct. And this is a family affair, guys. This is the first time that you're going to be able to reach all kinds of people from all different aspects of life, and they're going to be interested in this. The things that I'm excited about, however, is I am excited about making money. And when I look at what, I met Dave back in 1999, and this site is exciting. I love what Dave has done here. This is just it's the bomb as far as collectors go. But when I met Dave, it was 1999. We didn't start working together in 2005, 2008. And we made a bunch of money together as distributors in another company. Then, and prior to that, I had picked 2 companies, okay? All 3 of those had been winners. They paid me for 12 years residual income. And then we were with another company that Dave had started. And that company was doing 10 million a month at one point.
Wow.
Now, here's what you got to understand. What I'm trying to bring out to people here, and when Dave said that I guess it was the AG or whoever it was that was looking at it, FTC, whatever, looking at this as an opportunity and saying it's the right time, the right place, blah, blah, perfect, everything, he's right. And I couldn't believe that came from somebody like that. But the reason
Rick, it was an FTC attorney. Wasn't the FTC, it was an FTC attorney.
That is absolutely incredible. And here's the thing, I wanted to bring out 2 things. One is the 4 companies I chose since 99 were all huge winners for me. I am very picky about what I do. And, since I've been successful with Dave when we were distributors and successful as a distributor when Dave owned a previous company, why wouldn't I be patient enough to hang around to wait for Dave to launch this? And here's why. In all 4 of those companies, prior to this one, this will be my 5th. This is my last run. I'm doing this for as long as this goes and as long as I can breathe.
So, Rick, can I interrupt you for a second?
Yeah, go
ahead. Let's go back to 2006. And remember I sent you a gift, remember? And then I sent you another gift, and then I sent you another gift. Tell the people what them were.
Okay. One of the gifts was, because I'm a Dodger fan. I grew up in Long Beach, California, but I mean, we used to go to 14, 15 games a year. It was an hour and a half drive on the freeways to Dodger Stadium, as Vin Scully used to say. And Dave sent me 2 things that just blew my mind. And I couldn't believe he had them on hand. Dave was telling me, I got 100 semi trucks on my property in Emirado. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Why do you have semi trucks full of collectibles, man? And they were so kept in such good condition, like plastic wrapped and everything. And he's opening them up now. So you got a guy who is like collecting stuff since he was 7 years old. If you're a collector, and he is now opening up this stuff to the rest of the world, and it's been sitting in semis for 40 years. So there's going to be people buying stuff on here, and there's going to be stories. They're going to be big stories about what I got. Holy cow, I got this card and that card, right?
So anyway, Rick, I sent you the infield of the Dodgers autographs.
Yes, you sent me the form I signed. I couldn't believe it. Well, no, first what he did was he put me on the phone with Steve Garvey, who used to be my favorite guy, first baseman for the Dodgers. Then he sent me a picture with 4 of my favorite players' signatures. And I have it on my office wall to this day. And then he sent me, I think it was 81, right? You sent me the entire, no, 87. You sent me the entire World Series Dodgers. I think it was 87 with Oral Hershiser.
Bulldog.
I was blown away by what this guy had. So there's going to be some stories there. But what my point about the 4 companies that I was with, every single one of those prior to this one had unique product. It was only 1 or 2 unique products. This is unique in the industry. You're going to be able to go out and get regular Joe Blow out there. You don't have to go out and get network marks. You don't have to be a big player in the industry. This is a true, real home-based business that everybody is going to be a part of. They're going to be a part of. They're going to want to. And then the second thing is, when I look at this compensation plan in the last company, well, I really wish we would have had this compensation plan in the previous 3 that I was with. But in this company, this compensation plan, guys, in the previous company, I don't even want to say how much I made over 7-8 years. It was a lot of money. It was enough to retire on. I'm that close to retiring. And I said to Dave, we got to do this same plan here and just tweak it. And holy cow, guys, we have an incredible plan that's got a fast start bonus for people. It's got where you're only building 2 sides. It's got a match check where everybody's going to be working as a team. And it's got the unilevel in the background where you're going to have the little guys getting little checks for getting people in just on volume. And then you're going to have a monthly bonus on this thing. I'm telling you, Dave, Dave's going to make brand new millionaires that have ever, I'm not kidding. You're going to make brand new millionaires in this company over the next 3 to 5 years. I'm really excited, Dave. I appreciate you having me on.
Thanks, buddy.
Hey, Rick, appreciate you. And you know what? Listen, guys, at the end of the day, you may not make $1, right? Let's be honest. There's no guarantee,
Yeah.
but the potential is there. But the people that want to work, they're going to be able to earn and learn with all of us, and we'll help you all along the way. We promise you. But at the end of the day, we're not guaranteeing anything. So, Rick, you're the best, buddy. Thanks so much. Listen, Dave, you had a great visit this week, surprise visit from Dale. And he's standing by here. Dale, maybe just share your visit with Dave Jordan this week to see the warehouses so you could, in your own words, explain what you saw. I know how excited you are, but come on off mute, buddy. What did you see in the warehouses when you went there in Sioux Falls? There he is. You're muted, buddy. You're muted. Dale, you're muted. Oh, where is he? There you go. And I asked to unmute. Come on there, CD. Asked to unmute. Can't unmute you. Come on. There you go. Where are you? I can see you. I just can't unmute you. There you go.
We good?
Perfect. You're good. What'd you see, my friend?
Well, first of all, if you join this and you don't make $1, there's no guarantee you'll make any money. If you don't make money here, this is from an independent distributor, not a corporate owner. If you don't make money here, you need to forget making money in any business at any time ever the rest of your life. For sure. Just forget about it. I mean, come on. We're not asking people to change their shampoo. They don't like to change their y'all know that, right?
Yeah.
They like their vitamins. They've been going to GNC for 7 years. They don't like people trying to convince them to change their vitamins. What do collectors love? To add to their collection.
Yep.
If you guys get that brain shift, don't think this is that, whatever that has been for you. This is a totally different ball game. And you got to understand that. I mean, really, because there's going to be some people miss it because they think this is that. It ain't. The warehouse. I got back and I told my wife, I said, imagine the largest private collection of collectibles in the world in your mind, and now multiply it times 10, because that's what I saw. I was beyond. I knew it was big. I'd watched the videos like y'all have, and they're standing in this part of the warehouse and I could see to the back and I could estimate how many aisles. And I've seen all the videos that you guys have done online, but until you get there and you really see it, it just blew my mind. And I'm thinking, if he doesn't buy anything else, we can be in business for 10 years with the existing inventory. And about that time, here backs in a semi while I'm there, 18 skids of Legos. Skids. We go over and open the box, and Dave, he said, see this? And he brought out some kind of dinosaur head Lego thing. He said, this right here goes for $50 just on eBay. The first thing on top of the first box. I'm telling you, running out of product is something that I will never have a concern about. And the one thing that I really walked away with is Dave is a very one of a kind of guy. It's like he's eaten up with it. he eats, sleeps, and drinks collectibles, and he has for years. He's a very unique person. We got to really stop and think about this. How could this even possibly have happened? You know what I'm saying? How could it be possible for somebody to be buying this stuff and putting it away for 40 years to be at this time and this place in history? Oh my gosh. I can't believe I get to do this with this company. This is it's like everybody was, and I believe this, when people that have been around this find this, everybody's been looking for the last one they ever joined. Everybody has been. I have been for 20 years. Why would you ever join anything else? This has zero competition, never has, never will. Imagine being the first essential oil company, and you would never have any network marketing competition, never have any competition at a health food store. Essential oil, it's yours, yours only for the rest of your life. Nobody will ever compete. What kind of incomes could be made with that type of opportunity? Our CBD, name the product, it doesn't matter. That's what we have. So trying to wrap your mind around this being something like something you've done in the past, big mistake. You got to think way beyond that. I'll shut up because I'll go on and on. I love this.
Dale, you nailed it with your basic overview comment there. And I mean, we've been saying this, Nancy, for the longest time, and our light bulbs go on.
We just keep telling everybody it's not like anything else you've ever looked at before. This isn't going to be like anything else. What you were talking about is this isn't that is exactly right. This is a category creator. This has never, ever been seen before. This is a pioneer flagship. This is Dave's baby, and I can't wait.
So he's doing this all for all of us, folks. I said it in a little live I did in the group today. This is for you, for all of us, right? But there are a couple quick questions before I show you the last 4 little videos all edited. Somebody asked here, what's the denomination? It's a US dollar. Everything's in US dollars. You're paid in US dollars, it's a US dollar. I saw that one there. So keep that in mind. The shipping is going to be done by DHL and US Post. That's another question that came up. The box break concept that he's planning on live podcasts will be a lead generator for everybody down the road. Dave's got massive goals to help everybody win here. And really, we've had a philosophy for a long time, having, make some money more often. Let's just help more people, right? Make some money more often. We're not guaranteeing anything, but that's a goal that you're going to find from all of us. Folks, let's just share with you, Dave. You haven't seen these. You've been seeing the edit versions. Let's share these last 4 little videos that are a minute long. If I can pop on here real quick. I think it's probably worth you guys seeing these videos that were created here. Man, they fell off. I'm going to show you this one here. Hang on. Here's the retail reward video. Hopefully you can see this. Can you see the share right now, Rick? Thumbs up if you can see it. See my screen? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you can see it.
Here you go. Let's watch this one first. This one's been done now.
So you want to earn retail rewards. Just point, click, and share your website link and let the team at Collect Direct go to work for you. Your customers or new members will pick what they want from the 6 priced options, and you will earn from 5, 10, 20, 50, or 100 US dollars in commission based on the selection made by the customer or member. Retail rewards are paid on every customer and member's first order. We ship the product and pay you the following week. Plus, we place the appropriate amount of business volume into one of your team legs for future commission. It's as easy as that. See the compensation plan document for roles and payout amounts per sale, as well as what business volumes does for you and your potential earnings.
So again, all of that's going to be taught to each and every one of you throughout all the videos that are coming down the road. Let's take a look at the next one real quick here. Dual team commission.
Would you like to earn money while you sleep? Collect Direct allows you to build 2 teams wherever we do business. This can be in your hometown or around the world. Each team is made up of 2 teams, which are a left and right team. The depth of the team is the combined effort of you and your sponsor, and above that sponsor, who all place members or customer volume in that leg to an infinite depth. We accumulate volume from every item that is ordered inside your legs, regardless of who sold or ordered. Visually, you will see the members, but your customers will not be visible. But the order volume will count in your smaller team for that order. All volumes, called business volume, fill that leg from the bottom up to you each week. We pay what's called a cycle payment of $20 for every time one leg has 200 BV and 100 BV in the other leg during that week based on the rank you have reached. See the compensation plan document for further details and to see cycle amounts you qualify to receive at that week's qualified rank.
So depending on the rank you start at, folks, or you buy your package at, you get larger amount per cycle. You can earn more cycles. All of it is there, okay? So the advantage is strictly there for you when you buy into the different position you might want to for the first 90 days of your business. Let's look at a matching check video, just so you can understand that a little bit.
Learn and earn and help your team members earn a dual team commission. This is an exciting way to help others succeed while getting rewarded for that coaching effort. Each rank allows you to be paid a percentage of your personally enrolled or connected to those personally enrolled members of your team members. So if your personal enrolled member builds their own team and earns a $200 dual team commission one week, you can earn up to 20%. Which for this example would be $40. The best part is you can earn up to 7 levels of personally enrolled members at a percentage illustrated in our compensation plan based on the level you qualified for. See the compensation plan document for further details and to see the amounts you qualify to receive at each level percentage-wise.
And the last one, just to show you the unilevel, it's now edited and finished. Here it comes.
Do I get paid on every reorder of customers and members? Collect Direct is excited to pay up to 7 levels of customers and team members' monthly purchases inside our Uni-level payout plan. Not only does each item purchased create business volume in one of your 2 legs, each item has a dollar amount associated with that purchase that you were paid a percentage of. The number of levels you can get paid on is based on the rank you have reached in our compensation plan. The 7 levels are 5%, 4%, 3%, 3%, 3%, 2%, down to 1% of that value associated to each order. This payout is like having multiple retail stores open 24 hours a day, 365 days a year around the world. Every order placed inside your personal Uni-level team potentially earns you a commission payout. See the compensation plan document for further details about how you are paid on first orders and second orders inside our Uni-level plan.
Okay, let me stop that share. Okay, folks, that's some of the newest things that happened this week. We always like to do a few questions. It's 8:53. Dave, you're more than welcome to stick on here. Rick, thanks so much. Dale.
So one thing I want to say, Don, I want to show people the Collect Direct case that we're working on.
Oh, nice.
Though this is gonna pretty much put our name out there, like the Beckett's, the BGS, the PSAs. This is as you can see, this is a hologram on the front of it. You see a little flicking hologram, so it can't be counterfeited. And we've got 4 of the best graders, Sean, Luke, Addie, and Matt. They're the best. And they can work at any of those grading companies and probably manage them. And that's how big this is going to be, Don. And we ain't got one card on that website yet from this grading company. And wait till that hits, dude, it's like owning the stream, owning the gold, owning the river, owning the land, owning the law, owning the property. We are going to knock this out of the park, Don. And I'm just so jacked to hear Dale. I mean, Dale came over And I like Pete Rose. Dale likes Pete Rose, but I was showing Dale how I nined every one of his cards. I mean, we nined them because every page was blocked out. 9 rookies, 9 this, 9 second, 9 third, 9 fourth, 9 fifth, 9 sixth. And I just told Dale, I said, Dale, I can make 3 of these books, 5 of these books, 10 of these books. And all this is going to be on Collect Direct. On all this stuff will be, offered original 1968, 69, 70, 72, 75 Pete Rose cards on our website. So I'm just Jack Sideways. And Nancy, I hear you. We've got original Cabbage Patch dolls. I mean, I was putting stuff on there, and I know you love your Christmas tree. You guys got to see Nancy's Christmas tree at Christmas time. I put a Guess Who guitar on the website, the Guess Who, an American woman. They're from Winnipeg. And I told Don, I said, you got to have Nancy buy one of them before they run out for your Christmas tree, because it's that day, seriously. Joyce loved your Christmas tree. It's like a 20-foot Christmas tree,
Hey, go figure. Hey, this is a guy here that's going to make, I have to buy everything just like everybody else.
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
Don, absolutely. Hey, no, seriously. I didn't give Dale Calvert a Pete Rose card when he was here. I said, Dale, just think of all the Pete Rose cards you could buy. And Dale said, no, my wife's going to buy Hallmarks. That's what he said.
Yeah, I'll buy a Pete Rose card and I'll give it to you then. Dale, I'll buy a Pete Rose card.
Well, I can't be biased on. I think I gave you a Timu Solani 10.
Yes, you did.
I don't give too many things away. I really don't.
Okay, so there's probably a couple of questions that we could take live right here. So we're still recorded, guys. Keep it positive. Anybody want to come off mute real fast here? Has got a quick question.
Don, I have a quick question.
Yeah.
What was the decision on, like Collect Direct goes out and makes a big purchase? Can Dave explain something about that?
Yes. Yeah, that's
What
another
they're
part of
gonna
our
do?
company.
Hey, 5 to 10%. I bought a collection 2 weeks ago. A guy came and delivered. Kyle came and delivered me a collection yesterday. He made $3,500 over the price of the collection. You see, so I wrote him a check for $3,500 over the price of the collection. So when we buy a collection, Rick, you get a store, you get a collection, a husband dies, a neighbor's wife dies. She's got a collection of Barbie dolls. He wants to sell them. If you bring it in, once the company launches, that commission goes into the tree. So it's going to be an unbelievable opportunity. That's one of the things I thought Dale thought was the coolest, replacing product by purchasing it through the distributor base from their neighbors, their uncles, the stores, and local,
Right, so one day you could see maybe a tree volume of 10,000, and then all of a sudden the next day it's 110,000.
No, it's going to be paid out, Rick. So the coolest thing about this is it's going to be paid out half and half. So if we do 100,000 collection and it's a 10%, that's 10 grand. If you got the collection, Rick, you'd get 10 grand. And then you'd get 5 grand, and then the other 5 grand would go up 7 levels. So think of that little old lady that gets a check, because it's in her unilevel tree, and she's saying, "I got a check for $1,200, and I never made 30 cents in my life." That's why I'm doing it. That's why I'm doing it, dude.
I love it. That's why I want you to bring it up. That's huge.
Yes.
That's huge. Thanks.
Okay, who else? Anybody else got a question they want to throw out here to Dave and anybody else?
I do, sir.
Yeah, go right ahead, Shane.
Hey, Dave, I just wanted to take a minute and say thank you. I don't know how to be more sincere than that from someone who never would have ever been in touch with you or Mr. Calvert or these individuals. I wanted to say thank you for the opportunity, sir.
Oh, I won't let you down, bro. It's going to be fun. We had a lot of great fun in my last company. 400 million, paid out 130 million in commissions. This is going to be 10 times that.
Yeah, no guarantee though. Remember that.
Oh, no guarantee, but it's going to be no, Rick. Hey, Don, this company has the potential from my attorneys to be the company as we launch this company with the products we have back in it. That's the beauty of it. It could be the talk of the entire whatever. It could be on whatever, it's that big of an opportunity potential.
I keep looking at the 135 million eBay customers, and that opens my mind to the potential customer base, never mind network distributors, customer base you're going to have in your company, my friend. It's going to be mind-boggling.
Yeah, customers are beautiful.
Customers are beautiful. Anybody else?
Yes.
Hey, Dave, this is Sean Whelan. I got a question for you, brother.
Yeah.
And because I'm not into the trading world, I don't know what all this lingo is. But for this recording, can you explain what a grader is and how you've done that so well? Because I was talking to Dale Calvert earlier, And he said the graders this guy's got is top shelf, and that's what makes this stuff real. But
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. Go ahead.
I'll start out by saying my top grader I met I'm one card away from completing a 1978 PSA 10 set. And this guy got me 19 of the hardest cards in the world to get. And he just became a great friend of mine. And basically grading is going and looking at a card like this card right here. This is a Dominique Wilkins, right? Now look at that card. That card's worth about 50 cents to $1, right? But when you put it under the magnifying glass and you look at the centering and the corners and the color and there's no blemishes, that card's worth $100 in a case. You see what I'm saying? So it's like gold in a gold stream when you're mining for cards. We're mining cards. I'm literally going through thousands of Dominique Wilkins to find 5 that are graded 10. And I have the best guys that are doing that every day, working 40, 50 hours a week, 4 people grading nonstop. And our goal is to have 20 graders by the end of the year. 20 graders that could do what at least 2 of the 4 graders could do. Because my top grader, I don't think anybody could do what he does. He's a robot.
So Dave, go one step further for Sean. You take it to a certain level, and then some of yours you're sending them off to another company for that third party.
Yes. That's another grading. Now that's ISA. ISA is another grading company. That's the higher dollar grade. This grade right here, that's a $20, $30, $40 grade. ISA is the $100, $150 grade. You see what I'm saying? So it's a different grading. But my whole point is Mark, when you buy a card and it's $30 and you bought it in that case, as long as it's in that case, when you go to sell it, that card is worth what you paid for it. And that card could be, like Don said, we can't claim money making or profits or investments or anything like that. But the beauty of this company that my legal guys are saying, it's the greatest product line ever because you can back what you're saying. It's a great product line, but most people that do this industry can do this company for a month and then they don't have nothing, you know? I've got 40 years advantage over that. I've literally put all my money into this over 40 years and I've made a lot of money.
Wow.
Hey,
Thank
Don,
you for that.
Okay. Hey, Don, I've been scrolling the chat and I've got a couple questions that people are wondering.
Yeah, go ahead.
One is which countries are we going to be opening right away? And are products being priced by what eBay considers them worth, or how are they priced is what they're asking, Dave.
No, we've been using eBay as one of our deals, but we can't really say that, you know. But we're just looking at the national market price. I mean, 90% of our items are competitive, 10% of them I'm not interested in giving them away. I'm not interested in, because some of the certain items are going to be worth 5 times more than what they are. But yeah, no, we're going to be competitive with all the international, all the whatever websites out there. We'll be competitive with everybody. That's the beauty of it, And those companies don't have a 30 to 40% potential that you could build yourself a business through customer base. That's the beauty of what we're doing.
So in terms of the countries, Dave, do you want me to touch on that with what we talked about earlier on today?
No.
No. Okay.
It's just, hey, here's what I'd say to you. Hey, there's so much low-hanging fruit in Canada and the United States. Oh, and I know Jackie's out here, so Australia, right? Let me at least talk with my legal international people when I say, hey, guys, South Africa's open. Hey, guys, UK's open. It doesn't take much because of the product line, because we can ship product there, Don. But what happens if they can't make money there, if they can't build a business there? And that's what we're trying to get around, The product can be shipped everywhere. Yeah, I mean, I can literally ship this product into China and I can't, it can go. I can sell Yao Ming and ship it to China tomorrow, So
those people to start with, they'll have a position in the tree. And then as it goes live, they'll get their opportunity.
Good for them, because they're in before it ever launched in their country. And that is a very big positive thing. And we could send them product. But they just can't make money until the government and we can't say maybe they can't, or maybe they can, but we got to get clearance, because we're not going to open up 500 countries, Don, and have a lot of the things that we came from, a lot of things that other companies and owners that are friends of mine are having problems with. You know me, we're going to do everything we can to get the countries that have people and potential opened as quick as we can get them open. And they'll be able to sign up. We'll figure out a way so at least they can have a spot in the tree, you know?
That's the part we talked about today. So that Chris is working on that part of it so that people that have their names in there, you're not getting purged. You'll be there. You'll be able to put your information in there and we'll inform you by the back office. We'll notify you exactly when you can do what you need to do. In terms of ordering product, yeah, you could ship the product to them. But in terms of the rest of it, that's being worked on for all of us right now. So it's not a hard no. It's you're in the tree. We're working
Yes.
on it, and you're in the family. Just give Dave chance with his international advisors. That's what.
Yes. It's just got to be done right.
Yeah.
This is it. You know, it's got to be done right.
That's your kids there, Rick. I'm waving at him. Nice.
Hey, Rick, come off mute for a minute. Asher's right there. Come off mute for a minute. Watch this, Don.
Nobody's left, so this is exciting.
Yeah. Hey, Asher. Asher, I used to send you hockey guys. What else did I send you? A table hockey game. This guy here, I mean, he loves collectibles. I send him Pokemon. He loves collectibles, this guy. He's live.
Playing with those.
They said I remember playing with those.
There you go. I just remember sending him stuff 5 years ago. It's 4 years ago, Rick, you know.
He still plays with everything.
Absolutely.
You know what's so funny though is I shared this with you after we had left the conference, and you had sent home a box with space shuttle stuff, and then also a Beanie Baby and something else. Oh, Pokemon cards, right?
Pokemon.
They love Pokemon cards. But what's so funny is when he opened up the box, he said, "Beanie Babies, I want that Beanie Baby."
There's a funny story about all of that. Remember there was.
Yeah, go ahead, Doc.
I was going to say Cabbage Patch Dolls. Then the boy side of it was the Garbage Pail Kids, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Interesting back in the day. But listen,
We got them both.
Another question on entering names and so on. So you guys are.
Thanks, Asher.
Nice meeting you. Folks, we're only going to let you send some names to us now until the weekend, and then that's it, right? Then you're going
And they'll be entering their own.
Then you'll be entering your own. So if you still want to send some names, you can send them to dcarson@excitedcollector.com. I'll enter them in on your behalf as fast as I can. Dave's been doing some of them as well, but he's doing more of the loading of the.
I'm loading now. I'm a loader. You're doing the tree. I'm loading.
You've got until the end of the weekend, then you're going to be on your own. So let's leave it at that for another timeline for all of you, okay? Anything else? One more question. Let's see if there's anyone else who wants to come off mute. Anybody else?
Is that Sunday night at midnight, Don?
I hope so.
Just saying, man.
I hope so.
You got to tell me.
Hey, Sean, my fingers are worn out, okay?
I know. I can imagine. I
It's been
appreciate
fun.
what you do, man.
I got one thing I'll comment on. All the cool guys are named Dave, right?
There you go.
I'm another Dave. So I really appreciate, something. I've only dabbled in network. I'm not a networker, so I've got to get up to speed and learn to build a team. But this is based on volume. And I'm with Dale. If you can't make money in this, I mean, come on, it's like this is stuff that's waking up my childhood, waking up. My mother passed away and she had big collections of Barbie dolls and Beanie Babies, all the stuff that you've got. And I'm looking at this going, just in the sheer volume of being able to retail this in like even a traditional, you could make, I'm a independent distributor. I'm not part of the corporate. So I can say this, yeah, I intend to make money here. That's my whole purpose. But you have access to the products that people want.
Yes.
It's obvious.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited about this. And this is long-term for me. I'm looking forward to meeting you, Mr. Jordan, and you, Don, and your beautiful wife, and really taking this where I'd like to take it. My dreams are coming alive again. I'm telling you, that's what's happening for me.
And that's Dave. Dave, when I first met you, man, you love people to dream again, just as you're a dreamer. This is opening a lot of people's eyes. I can't even express the gratitude that we have to be here at this point in time as independent representatives. And you guys should all feel the same way. I mean, this has gone longer tonight. Dave, you've been up since 4:33, and you stuck it out here.
3:30. And I'm ready to go, dude. I'll say, if people want to talk, I'll talk for another 20 minutes. I don't care.
Yeah, no, folks, I'm going to take it off recording, and with one more comment here. It's just this, folks. Just get ready. We are doing everything we can to launch, and Dave is so adamant it's got to be right, and everything he's seeing right now is it's right. So it's just a button that's got to be pushed, That's what we're going to tell you now. There's no smoke and mirrors here. You got it. It's all basically in a push of a button. But by the end of the weekend, I'm not entering any more things. So you want some more, get them to me. I'll do my best. And then after that, you're on your own.
When do we get the replicating site then? Monday
Yes, the
morning?
replicating site will go as soon as you can log in. You'll have your own site.
24 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours. Whenever my coders and the guys that are smarter than me say green light, everything's good, let's roll. We're going to do a test run. I'm going to give it 24 hours from that point, and then we're rocking. And that's it.
Okay. Good answer. Love it. Thank you so much.
Okay,
Thank
guys.
you.
I'm going to shut the recording off. Thanks for joining us, Dave. Just hold on 1 second. Thanks for joining us.